Hello, and welcome to Pctv. I'm Kalena Anokwa.
And I'm Dee Wood. We're so pleased you're joining us. Here's a look at what's coming up in today's show.
Snakes alive! Several have been spotted inside of student housing, with security having to act quickly to remove them. We'll have the latest.
I went to the dryer to get my clothes. There's a snake lurking out of one of the washing machines, out of the drum. And then it moved. I was like, this is a real snake.
Next, switching it up, Principia moves to solar power to meet some of its energy needs and save money.
Also, the theater department's production of The Three Musketeers opened last night. We went behind the scenes for the final rehearsals as actors prepared for the big day.
I really think the partnering of the actors coming in, having some of them no experience, and then being able to really sync up in this dance of the blades with their partners.
And Panthers test their luck as Ferguson House turned a campus Friday night into a one-night casino experience.
First, security has stepped in to handle several snakes found inside student housing. While the worst may be over, it's left some students on edge.
Brooks House and others have dealt with numerous uninvited guests in hallways and even bedrooms, as Holland Thomas reports.
When you think of snakes, you probably picture them in the wild, not inside student housing, and definitely not behind the laundry machines.
That's not a rat snake.
No, it's not a rat snake.
But one house in particular has dealt with a handful of these slithering serpents. Right behind me, there have been 6 reported sightings of black rat snakes inside Brooks House, leaving residents on edge after encountering them not only in the hallways, but in their own rooms. Anahi Lopez describes her experience.
I was just in my room and I heard all this chattering outside of my door, and I just opened that door, and then there's just a snake right there, and I shut my door. Everybody has an uneasy feeling, and is almost a sense of when are we going to see one next?
And Brooks isn't the only house dealing with these uninvited guests. Mark Fisher from Buckhouse described his most recent encounter while doing laundry.
I went to the dryer to get my clothes. There's a snake lurking out of one of the washing machines, out of the drum. And then it moved. I was like, this is a real snake. I was not playing around with it. I heard Ethan filling up his water bottle. I go get him. I'm like, bro, there's a snake. We come back, it's gone. He's like, let's look for it. He pulls the drum out. The snake whips around in the drum. And about it was 15, 20 buck guys pull up to catch this snake. And our boy Isaac, he ended up snagging it.
When snakes are reported, residents often take the initiative to remove them, though campus security also has trained methods for handling such situations safely, according to Ethan Bailey.
So we have a hook, and then we also have, it's like a grabber. The grabber, if you do it wrong, can actually injure the snake, so I prefer to use the hook. I do not want to injure the snake by any means. But what I'll do is I'll use the grabber, and you set it down on the back side of them, right behind the head, just lightly, just so you can hook them, and it works great. And then they kind of just hang on the hook, They know you're not harming them, and they're just getting relocated.
For now, both security and residents are working together to keep the serpents outdoors. Holland Thomas, Pctv.
Next, a third of the college's energy needs will now be met with solar power.
The new solar farm on Beltrees Road has been switched on. Brianna King was there for us.
3, 2, 1.
Principia College officially flipped the switch to introduce the campus's solar array that brings sustainable and economical benefits to the school.
Principia has chosen to invest in solar panels because we want to walk the talk. We have a sustainability program, and sustainability really matters to us. Those are pollinator-friendly plants, and they've been planted, or they will be planted underneath the solar array. And as they mature and grow, they'll be available for pollinators.
The solar array is located next to the cross-country field on North Farm along Beltrees Road, just down the street from the college's front gates.
I feel really proud to be at Principia. I think to be at a school that's not just talking about sustainability, but to actually implement it, take such an actionable course to implement the solar grid is actually really incredible.
This solar array will provide the campus 30% of its energy. It will also save the college $150,000 every year on its energy bill.
Increasing renewable energy, and particularly getting renewable energy projects in the ground is really important, particularly in this area, because most of our electricity is produced through burning coal, and which is the worst for the environment, and natural gas. And so putting a renewable energy in this area helps to offset the amount of energy that's produced with greenhouse gas emissions.
Principia College continues pursuing opportunities to keep the campus green. Bree King, PCTV News.
Well, we're staying with solar energy now. That's because a new solar car is being built on campus.
Principia has built quite a reputation over the last few years for its development of solar cars, which have been raced at events around the world.
Staff supporter Billy Brook and student driver Sebastian Kulinen are a part of the team building the new car on campus. They're joining us here in the studio. Welcome to PCTV, guys.
Thanks for having us.
So Billy, how's work on the new car going so far?
Work is coming along pretty well. We finished most of the design work over this past summer, and now we're moving into the manufacturing phase, which is a lot of effort. We started out, we just got in the positives of the car, the plugs. We're going to make molds off of those, and then we're going to carbon fiber those and put epoxy on that, and that will give us the shell of the car. We'll put a frame in that, and then we'll make our electronics and add those in, and that will be the rest of the manufacturing phase. We're hoping to have that all finished by probably May. Beginning of May would be ideal.
Sebastian, and you've raced many solar cars before. How many and where have you been?
I personally have only been in 2 races, but the team has been all over the world. We've been to Dubai, we've been to China, we've been to Australia multiple times. But here in the US, we've been to Texas, we've been to Kentucky, we've been to Kansas, we've been everywhere. And we tend to have 2 different types of races. We have closed track races where we're on, like a sealed controlled track, but we also have road races where we're on open highways and we're traveling across multiple states. Those are a lot more fun, but also more chaotic.
Nice. So Billy, what would you say is the difference between this year's design for the car versus last year?
So this year's design is actually a move towards an older design style. The regulations have changed, and they've doubled our solar array size to 6 square meters. They're also allowing us to do a 3-wheeled vehicle, kind of like we had for RAW's 7 and 7S.
Thanks.
Sebastian, what has been your favorite part on this team?
It's all those fun moments that we have during the race. We have really long days, but as there's multiple things to do, people tend to have different kinds of downtime. And one of the fun things we'll do to entertain ourselves is we'll take pictures of each other when we're sleeping. We're up 18-hour days, and people get really tired. So my camera is full of a lot of very funny pictures.
Nice. I'm sure your teammates love that.
Yeah, I won't be leaking them today, unfortunately.
It's okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The fall play, The Three Musketeers, opened last night in the Black Box Theater.
It's bringing the swashbuckling age to the stage, with sword fights being a key part of the storytelling. We were given special access behind the scenes, and I went along to see the final rehearsals.
All for one, and one for all! Good job, good job, good job.
While performances of The Three Musketeers began yesterday, what's seen on stage is just a fraction of the many hours the actors have spent in practice. The performers worked closely with their fight scene coordinator and stage director, Riley Kapp, in order to perfect their scenes. He's pleased with the improvement he's been seeing in the actors.
Yeah, I think we're in a good spot. It's always really fun when we're so close to having an audience and then finally get the audience, because the energy changes in the room. It's different playing with empty seats, and then all of a sudden the audience comes in, and we have that energy to feed off of. So I think we're right at that point where we're ready for that to happen, and we can feed off of each other's energy.
The stage combat scenes are some of the most complicated parts of the show. Actors have not only had to learn their moves, but also perfect the sounds of battle to make it convincing. They were definitely up to the task and have been able to execute their fight scenes with passion and precision. The actors trained vigorously to be as ready as they could be for opening night. I caught up with a few of them after they came off stage for rehearsals.
I have to change for the occasion.
The stage combat is really cool, so I'm really excited for people to see that. I'm really excited for our preview and getting to actually have a live audience who's never interacted with it before and having them experience it the first time and getting that energy and feedback.
You're never going to be feeling like really ready until like show day comes, but there's always going to be that fear in you, so you just might as well push through it. I like going through that process as well. I think it's really good to just push because you as an actor need to like go past your boundaries.
After 10 weeks of rehearsals, the show has finally begun. The first performance was last night, and there are 3 more shows to go. There's 1 this evening and 2 tomorrow, including a matinee and an evening show. The play takes the audience on a trip back to 17th century France and is the culmination of a whole semester of work for the actors. Tickets are still available on Principia Marketplace and at the door. The actors are hoping to knock 'em dead. Next, it wasn't Vegas, but it sure felt like it, as Ferguson House turned up the energy this weekend with its annual Casita de Ferg Casino Night. The casino-themed event gave students a night of friendly competition.
Madar Yudakan went to see how students fared, and which students walked away with the night's top stack of chips and a cash prize.
Ferguson House transformed into a full casino Friday night as students gathered to test their luck at the annual Casitas de Ferg. With games like poker, roulette, and craps, the event gave students a chance to try their hand at gambling. Everyone received a free stack of chips with the option to buy back in if luck ran out early. Every game was run by a dealer who enforced the rules and taught first-timers how to play.
I dealt actually this game. It's called crap. I know it's a bad language, but it was a really fun game. Just throwing dice and just hoping you bet on the right thing.
I was dealing poker, stealing people's money, you know, how the casinos do. It was fun hanging out with friends, people that I don't even talk to. We chatted it up, so it was a good overall experience.
I'm gonna cash. Oh, surprise. I'm gonna cash. You can play 14 again. That's okay. 2K, yeah.
The night heated up as players chased the highest chip count of the evening. Luck swung both ways, with a few big wins and plenty of dramatic losses.
Any luck tonight, Sarah? How much do you make?
Okay, so let's not talk about that. But let's just say at the beginning I made like $100. At the end, I made like $11. Yeah. Keep in mind it was my first time playing ever, so that was fun.
With food, music, and a room full of friendly competition, Casitas de Ferg once again delivered a night of excitement and community. Medaro Daikong, Pctv News.
Well, both those events were super fun. Did you go to Casita de Ferg?
I did go. It was actually really fun. I lost a lot of money, but other than that, it was really fun. Did you go?
Yeah, I went, but I didn't lose any money. Good. Well, that's it for this program. We'll have much more from PCTV next month.
Thank you for watching. From all of us at PCTV, goodbye.
Bye.